Hi guys, you are highly welcome back to my channel once again. In this tutorial today, I'm going to show you another different perfectly way of piping your senator neck. Let's stay tuned to the end because you are going to enjoy this video. If you like the video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. So let's jump right into the tutorial. So in the cutting of your piping, we are still using the same method of cutting. You cut it like a bias. There's no other way of cutting piping but bias way or bias form. Now here's the material I'm going to be using for the piping and the cutting of bias. You have to fold it diagonal form, not horizontal and not vertical. You fold it diagonally so that the material can will look like or will behave like a bias. So without wasting much of our time, so let me go straight into the cutting of the piping. Here is it: fold your piping like this, and when I stretch each side of the material, you discover that it is stretchy this time around. So in this case, I'm going to iron it down. Then after I iron it down, you are going to see the next step. Stay tuned. This method is one of the best methods so far. I've never used this method before, and I just discovered it's just sufficient, and I love the method. It is very easy. Even as a beginner, you don't need to worry. It is very simple to do, especially for beginners. And as a professional, it will be of a great help to you in your work. You will discover that this one is going to change your piping forever. So as you are look at what I'm doing on the screen. I want to cut out where I folded already. I'm going to cut it out. So after this, then I'll show you the next thing. Now I've already cut it out, so I'm going to keep this one aside. So the next thing I'm going to do now, this is the right side of the material. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it to the wrong side. So the wrong side is going to face myself, or it's going to face you. So now what you are going to do, you are going to fold this material like this. Fold it as shown on the screen, and the folding should be 3/4 to 1 inch wide. 3/4 to 1 inch wide. It can be 1 inch or 3/4 inch wide. Then fold it. Then you are going to maintain that that measurement or that shape. So you are going to fold it like this and iron it down. So you iron it down to the end. So the next thing you are going to do now, guys, like I told you earlier, this method is different from the other method. Stay tuned to the end because you are going to love this method. So now I bet you. So what you are going to do now, I've already done the folding. Hope you can see it clearly. Let me raise it up a little bit so that you can see it very well. So I've already done the folding. So the next thing I'm going to do, where I folded down, I'm going to raise it up. Raise it up. I'm going to put my hemming gum in between the folded part, and I'm gonna iron it down. That is by gumming it. But guys, please take note of this. This is my hemming gum that I'm going to be using. It is a full hemming gum, but I divided it into two so that your piping will not be very strong. When it is strong, very strong, it will disturb your neck. It will be like a crack or whatsoever. You will feel comfortable wearing a piping that has a full hemming gum inside the piping. So guys, you divide your piping into two, and you are going to put half of it into your piping. Then you will iron it down as you see on the screen. So guys, I'm going to iron it down. Then I'll now tell you the next step from there. So iron it down very well. Make sure the gumming is okay. So guys, I'm done with the ironing already. And make sure you have your cooler with you. Cooler is very important, or smoother. We call it smoother, cooler, or clapper, or presser. It has different names, depends on the one you are used to. So this is the cooler I'm talking about. It's very important in it's a very important tool in making, in tailoring shop or whatsoever you can call it. So now guys, the next thing I'm going to do now is this. Now I've already done the gumming. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do now, this is where the material, this is where the folded part ends. So we are going to add like 1/4 of an inch outside the folded part, and that is where you are going to cut. That 1/4 of an inch is going to serve as your sewing allowance or seaming allowance. So guys, I'm going to do the cutting. I'll make sure I bring it very, very close to the camera so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Cut it out like 1/4 of an inch, and that one is going to serve as your seaming sewing allowance. You are going to love this method, guys. This is one of the best methods I discovered so far. So stay tuned to the end. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. So then iron the other side of your piping also. So guys, hopefully you can see what I have on the camera. This is how it looks. This is the sewing allowance part, and this is where the gum is. I'm going to show you how to attach this piping. Yes, now let me show you the neck of my kaftan, or the senator top that I want to pipe. So this is the neck that I'm going to pipe. You can see how round the neck is. So this is where I'm going to attach my piping, and I'm going to show you on my sewing machine how to attach the piping, and you are going to love the result. Stay tuned to the end, guys. So guys, this is the neck of my senator top, or the kaftan, and this is the piping I'm going to be using in case you didn't see it well on the table that time. So this is how the piping look like, and in the case of attachment, it's very simple. This is the sewing allowance I was talking about that time. Here is the end of the folded part of the piping. So in the attachment, is very simple. I'm going to briefly show you how to do that. So you are going to, this is the right side of the material, or the senator top. This is the right side, and this is the wrong side. Now on the attachment of the piping, you are going to start the attachment right from the right side to the wrong side, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Here is how to do the attachment. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. This is our sewing allowance line, and you are going to start all your stitches from here round the neck of the senator top or the kaftan. Then when I'm done, I'm going to show you the result. So guys, like I told you earlier, I've already done the attachment. So guys, the next thing we are going to do now is this. Like I said that this is one of the simplest method of neck piping so far. So what you are going to do from here, I'm holding one side of the neck of my kaftan neck. So guys, the next thing you are going to do now is very simple. Look at the piping itself here. Look at it here. This is the piping. This is where I sew or attach to the neck. So the next thing you are going to do, you are going to fold this piping inside the wrong side of the material, and you are going to be left with a little wideness of the piping outside. It depends on how wide you want your piping to be, but in this case I recommend 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch as your piping wideness or the width. See, look at it. Look at the wideness of my piping here. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 0.4 of an inch, or you can make it 1/2 of an inch, but I recommend 0.4 of an inch. That will give you a very nice piping. So guys, here is it. This is the next thing I'm going to do now. So you are going to sew along this point here. First of all, sew along this point. Then you now the other stitches, you are going to do the remaining stitches here. So I'm going to show you how it is done on my sewing machine, and when I'm done, I'll show you the result, guys. So guys, I'm already done with the first stitches. Hopefully you can see the stitch on your screen. So you can see the stitches. So this is the wrong side. You know, I use the under thread is under my thread, so that one has nothing to do with the upper thread, because it's just an educational video. That's why I did that. So guys, so the next thing I'm gonna do now is the second stitches, the running of the second stitches along this point here. And you can run as many stitches as you want, but preferably I'm gonna be run 2 stitches on this my piping. and I'll show you how it's gonna be. So guys, I'm already done with the second stitches. What I'm going to do now, I'll be going on my working table to show you how to iron this piping properly. Stay tuned. So guys, now I'm going to show you how to iron the piping properly. Now I'm on the wrong side of my material and also the wrong side of the piping. So we're first of all going to iron the wrong side of the piping first. So as shown, you are going to do the ironing like this. Make sure you iron it very well. Make sure you iron it very well. Iron the wrong side first, then before you turn to the right side of the piping. So doing the ironing now. So guys, I'm already done with the ironing of the wrong side of the piping. Hopefully you can see this is the wrong side. Now I'm going to the right side of the piping or the material to do the remaining work. So make sure you arrange your material very well. Don't rush when you are doing it. Don't rush. This does not require spraying of water on your piping. It doesn't require that. So now I'm going to iron this piping down and you are going to see the result. The result is going to surprise you, man. So here is it. Iron it down perfectly. Iron it down very well. So without wasting much of your time, I'm going to pause this video, and when I'm done, this is how to do the ironing. It's very simple. Don't worry, I'm not going to pause anymore. You just leave it like that. Arrange your material very well. Arrange it perfectly. So you have seen everything is being done in your presence. I didn't hide anything. This is how it should be done. And make sure you have your puller with you, your smoother, your clapper, or your presser. It is very, very important. So guys, iron it down very well. Don't rush when doing it. You can see that I'm not rushing. Make sure your work is nice. So now the next thing I'm done with the front, so I'm going to the back. Yes, the back of the clothes. Iron it also. So guys, yes, this is the result. This is how it looks. This is the final look of the piping. You can see that it is very, very simple and easy. You see there's nothing like wrinkle or rumple formation on the piping. Yes, this is how it looks. This is the back of the piping. I'm going to show you a very clear picture of it. So guys, if you like the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so yet. Thank you for watching.